Why narcissists can't let you go, even when they're done with you. You know what? Narcissists are like emotional parasites. And once they've sunk their teeth into you, they don't just walk away when the relationship's over. No, they cling on. They'd hang around like that piece of gum stuck to the bottom of your shoe, except it's worse because the emotional residue sticks with you. You're sitting there thinking, why can't I just move on? Why do they keep popping up? And the answer is simple, because they need to. They need to keep you in their web. They need control. And even when they're done, they're not really done. Narcissists don't leave for peace. Hell no, they leave for dominance. They leave to pull you into a cycle of confusion, pain, and emotional dependency, where every step you take is a dance to their tune. They don't walk away. They weave chaos, making sure you're tangled in it, obsessed with trying to figure out what went wrong. They keep you guessing, they keep you hurting, and all the while, they stay in control. That's their power. The more you're tangled up in their wreckage, the more they win. So let me break it down for you, starting with the first reason why narcissists refuse to let you go. The narcissist's need for control. The puppet master. Imagine a puppet master pulling the strings and watching their puppet dance. That's a narcissist. They don't just walk away when things go bad. They weave a web of confusion and emotional turmoil to keep you trapped. It's like they've got a dozen invisible strings tied to your heart. And each time you think you're pulling free, they'll yank you back. You're obsessed with figuring out what went wrong, what happened, why they left, why they came back, and the cycle never ends. They don't want peace. They want control. The worst part. Your pain feeds them. The more you're confused, the more you're left hanging in the dark, wondering what you did wrong, the more they can sit back and watch you squirm. It's not about finding closure. It's about dominance. They need to keep you in the wreckage, keep you tangled up emotionally. Your pain is their fuel. And as long as you're stuck, lost in the chaos, they stay in control, pulling the strings from the shadows. Narcissists don't leave relationships behind like a normal person would. They're not looking for peace. They're looking for power. The narcissist's ego feast, fueling the fire. Let's get something straight. Narcissists don't just want new victims. They need new victims. It's not about finding love. It's about feeding their ego. They thrive on your emotional chaos like a damn parasite. And here's the thing. While they're out there hunting for fresh supply, they're still eating up your pain in the background. You're sitting there, sleepless, wondering if they'll text or call, if they'll come back. And while you're drowning in that thought, they're using your emotional turmoil to fuel their next conquest. You ever feel like you're running on empty, like everything inside of you is drained? That's because while you're busy ruminating, they're feeding off your energy like a fire gobbling up wood. Every second you waste obsessing, you're giving them exactly what they want. Your confusion, your pain, your mental energy. They're like pigs at a trough, gorging on the emotional mess you're drowning in. And that feeds them, makes them feel powerful, makes them feel superior. Your suffering isn't just an afterthought to them. It's the main course. It's their feast. And as long as you're sitting there, hanging on to every last scrap of hope, they're eating it up. They don't care about you, they care about themselves. They care about what you can provide for them emotionally, even if it's just to serve as a constant reminder of their power over you. The baiting game, the phantom hook. Oh, here's the tricky part, the baiting. It's like fishing the phantom hook. You're there, minding your own business, and then out of nowhere, they drop a breadcrumb, a vague text, a social media post that just happens to stir something inside you. Suddenly, you're wondering, why are they reaching out? Is this a sign? And boom, just like that, they've got you hooked again. It's not about reconciliation. Hell no. It's about keeping you emotionally invested. Every time you bite, even if it's just a small nibble, they know they've got you. They'll disappear, come back, disappear again, all while you're sitting there trying to piece together what they really meant by that message. It's like you're dancing to their beat, and they're loving every second of it. They don't care if it makes you miserable. In fact, it's better if it does. And when you finally stop responding, when you pull back and say, "I'm done," that's when they freak out. Because in their mind, if you stop playing the game, they lose. That hook slips free, and it terrifies them. Because control is everything. If they can't control you, they've got nothing. So they keep baiting, keep pulling you back in. You're not even a person anymore, you're just a pawn in their game of emotional manipulation. Gaslighting. The illusionists at work. Gaslighting. It's a word you've probably heard 1,000 times, but do you really understand it? Narcissists are like illusionists, twisting reality until it's nothing but fog. You remember things one way, but they tell you it didn't happen that way. They say things like, "That's not how it went, you're just being paranoid. Why are you so sensitive?" And suddenly, you're questioning everything. Did I misinterpret that? Did I make it up? It's like living in a world where your own mind can't be trusted. They twist your reality so perfectly, you start doubting your own memories. Your gut tells you something's off, but they've got you second-guessing yourself every time. They make you wonder if you're crazy. They rewrite history, and you're left wondering if you imagined the pain, the lies, the abuse. But here's the thing. They don't care about the truth. Truth is an inconvenience to them. They care about control. They need you to question what you know, so they can reignite that fire of doubt in your mind. They want you so unsure of what's real, you'll keep coming back to them for answers. And every time you do, they win. They make you doubt your own sanity, making it easier for them to twist you back into submission. The false redemption. The wolf in sheep's clothing. The big guy act. This is where the narcissist pulls out their greatest trick yet. The false redemption. After everything is blown up in your face, after they've torn your heart to shreds, here they come. All of a sudden, they're the saint. They've changed. They're sorry. They've learned their lesson. They're vulnerable, they say, and they need you to believe it. Now, let's get something clear here. This isn't about change. This isn't about growth. It's not some moment of clarity where they've had an epiphany and want to make things right. Nah, this is all an act. A mask they put on to get back in your good graces. It's the oldest trick in the book, and it's a hell of a convincing one if you're not paying attention. They know exactly what to say. They'll tell you they've learned and that they'll never hurt you again. They might even get teary-eyed, throw in some soft words like, "I've been lost without you." And it almost works, right? Almost. But that's exactly what they want. They want you to forget everything. Every betrayal, every lie, every cruel word, so you open that door again. The problem is, it's not redemption they're after. It's control again. They need to rewrite history, convince you they were the victim, so they can slide right back into your life like nothing ever happened. This false redemption is their way of regaining the upper hand. They want you to lower your guard, to believe that the monster they've been is now the saint at your door. But listen closely. If you let them back in, you're not getting a changed person. You're getting a wolf in sheep's clothing. They haven't changed. They've just gotten better at hiding their true intentions. They're not seeking reconciliation. They're seeking power, control, and a place to feed off you again. The moment you believe their act, they've won. And you'll be back on that emotional roller coaster, stuck in their web all over again. So here's the cold, hard truth. Narcissists don't let you go because they need you. They don't walk away from relationships, they keep you tangled in their web of confusion and emotional chaos. They need control. Your pain, that's their fuel. Every time you're lost in thought, wondering what went wrong, they're feasting on that. They're out there hunting for fresh supply, while you're the emotional backdrop to their ego-driven circus. And don't think it stops there. They'll bait you with breadcrumbs, just enough to keep that phantom hook buried in your mind, pulling you back in whenever they feel the need to play the game. If you ever stop biting, you're a threat to their control, and that's when they panic. They'll gaslight you into questioning your reality, and then, when they're ready to reel you back in, they'll slap on the mask of redemption. Suddenly, they're the good guy, offering fake sympathy to get you to open that door again. But don't be fooled. It's just another play to regain their power over you. Bottom line, narcissists are masters of manipulation, and they'll keep you stuck in their emotional chaos unless you see through their tricks. If you found this video helpful, do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button, like, and comment below with your thoughts. And don't forget to watch our other videos on the channel for more real talk on how to deal with narcissists and protect your peace. Trust me, you'll want to hear what we've got next.